Hello viewers, hello listeners, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me once again on Team Ups TV. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are coming for the first time. If you're regular, just to the usual, please like and comment and also share our videos so that others may also see what we do here. Because what we do is we give you current affairs real time. So I've got this video here that I got from watching on us post, and it is a video of the new Information and Publicity Minister Jennifer Musquere, where he was being asked on what is AI, and glaringly he fails to even articulate what it's all about. He goes around just beating around the bush, and a lot of people now are asking about his credentials to deserve that post. And I think this was an embarrassment, especially given that it was on an international summit. Let us just hear this interview.
Tell me, what is the meaning of AI in terms of policy in Zimbabwe?
With respect to Zimbabwe, the explicit goals for ICT is with respect to the growth of the industry, number one. Number two is to ensure that we utilize ICT technologies for the transformation of our economic policies. And we also explicitly ensure that we take into consideration and we harness innovation, and we also take into consideration the inclusiveness. How do we use technology to bridge the rural-urban divide?
You gave a speech yesterday to the people at the various seminars here, and about the advantages of AI. Tell me what they are.
The advantages of AI include productivity, increased production, efficiency, effectiveness, transparency, and so forth.
And how do you see AI technology affecting developing countries when we're talking about the UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals?
Artificial intelligence will also assist with regards to the fulfillment of a number of sustainable development goals, such as poverty, hunger, clean water, disaster management, industrialization, innovation, infrastructure, and so forth.
A long way from Harare.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is also important to note that during the time of this interview, Mr. Musquere was the then Minister of ICT, Information, Communication and Technology, and it is expected that if you hear from that ministry, you have to know these things firsthand. And I think the way these questions were being asked, he was supposed to even to shine. Do you know that extent of getting those questions where you just tune at them, and they do? But it seems as if he was struggling throughout the interview. Let us just hear up to the end and see what we may get.
Well, what's your feelings? The outcome?
The summit provides an opportunity for developing and developed countries to share one platform, to share experiences, to share knowledge. It also gives an opportunity to developing countries like Zimbabwe to harness investors, to harness high-tech companies, to bring investment to countries like Zimbabwe, because Zimbabwe is open for business.
We spoke to a couple of other people about AI in Africa, and they say that the crucial things, Africa must not be left behind on AI and must actually be a key player in all this. They mentioned South Africa, they mentioned Nigeria, Ethiopia. Zimbabwe as well could be a key player in AI data gathering.
Yes, Zimbabwe will probably be one of the ICT hubs in Africa and the leading ICT country with respect to technology, with respect to connectivity, with respect to infrastructure and so forth.
I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, whether this is true or not, but it seems as if the minister then was convinced that Zimbabwe is the leading country in terms of ICT, in terms of technology in Africa. I haven't been to many countries as yet in Africa, but I won't comment much on this. Probably those who have traveled much to different parts of the country can testify here. Is this true to say Zimbabwe is one of the leading countries in as far as information communication technology is concerned? Or this is one of those Bond Note is the strongest current in Southern Africa times. Is it true to say we are leaders in ICT, or it's just another of those?
Okay, and when will that happen?
We have the Vision 2030, and we're trying to ensure that by 2030 we have a middle income economy.
Okay, interesting. Well, that was the Deputy Minister for Communications and Courier Services from Zimbabwe.
So this is what we have, ladies and gentlemen, and as usual, I will just take you through the comments some people are giving in response to this interview by the incoming Information Minister, Vajen Van Muskwere, and he is taking over from Mnangagwa, who has been reshuffled to another cabinet ministry position. And I'm seeing reshuffling of ministerial posts. Besides not knowing, he was answering like Form 4 or first interview of Chagabasa, Achangopaku College. Zero confidence. My ECD boy would do a better job. That guy is insane. Seems the guy is totally lost. AI is used to harness hunger. This happens when you cram before you go to an interview. Every question you will be answering with what you crammed, even if it doesn't make sense. So you just say the interviewer must find meaning in what I'm saying regardless. Hunger nezvimwe zvaanotaura zvopinda papi. That is very wrong. Nyika iyi yapedo kusununguka. Ngwena akutibatsira neudofu toisunungura chete. But AI encompasses a lot, even ending hunger by bringing in sustainable agriculture and efficient agriculture productivity, among other things. He might not have been efficient, but he is not wrong. So this is one person who is just in support of him. I think this is a Mwanzora moment where you are only the one correct against the whole country. And we expect change in our country, led by Madofo. Rest in peace, Zimbabwe. I'm embarrassed. He doesn't know AI. Just ask him about boreholes, man. Amanaka akangopa ku Form 4B achitoita minister. Zangas ngaisaita mafanis. I surrender. He just hired someone with an empty brain just like him. Guys, it is the president that we are talking about, and we should mind our language. Speaking English eloquently is not a measure of intelligence. To my understanding, this guy answered all the questions responsibly, and he answered in relation to government policies. Problem yatavanayo ndeyeshaisano. Pakaiswa madhara we cry, pakaiswa wechidiki we criticize everything. God help us as Zimbabwe. So this one also is in support. Arikuti tirikuitira nagodo. Programmed answers. Mazero oga wopeka koma. He is empty. He doesn't know what he is talking about. So those are just some of the sentiments with regards to this video interview by Vajen Van Muskwere. Commenter on how far artificial intelligence anokuoneka ine mfaro ndinu wenyu Honorable Mnangagwa.